Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, oh my goodness. Let me just start by saying, if you're watching the replay, go ahead and say #replay. So I have my sweatshirt here, which was actually given to me by the gal who actually requested this show, but also found and sold me my house blind. That's right. I didn't even see this house until I flew to Georgia from Washington State to sign papers. And so I'm wearing this, and which is great. I love the sweatshirt. It's comfortable. And you guys know why we moved here. Or maybe you don't. Hi, welcome to my life. Moved across the country with a family of 6. But I was just watching what's happening in Gainesville, Georgia. That's right, where I technically live, which I always kind of laugh because I'm 20 minutes from Dawsonville, but I'm 20 minutes from Gainesville, but my address is Gainesville, so here I am. And oh my goodness, what is happening at Free Chapel? Like, I'm just in my kitchen. I'm like, okay, I told them I'd go live at 11, but I'm telling you, all day today, I have been wrecked. So I'm gonna attempt to do what y'all have requested, because the amount of feedback is hilarious to me. I love y'all so much. So let's do what we did. We're gonna go ahead and bake something, and I'm gonna have a couple, not only a great recipe, which I think you're really gonna like, but I have a couple Amber tips and tricks. And all that means is that I take recipes and make them the most, not only we like yummy, okay, but I make them the most nutritious for you, all right? I also wanna address a couple questions that have come in, so we'll get there. But today we're actually going to make, are you ready for this? Drum roll please in the comments. Give me some hearts, because, oh, and by the way, I repositioned myself so that when I lean forward to engage all y'all, I do not upset Gina. So Gina and I are figuring out our rhythm, our, just how we do things around here. So we're new to each other, we're learning each other. I have not seen any hearts. Y'all do not give any hearts. I'm not doing this recipe. And you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Okay. There's a couple measly ones. Well, maybe it's too early for y'all, but you know what? I had to go earlier today because, so we've talked about fasting before, and I am ready to break my fast. I'm ready to break my fast. So I've gotten all the downloads. I'll fast again. It'll be great, whatever. We can talk about that, but I'm ready to actually eat some food. So let's dive into this. Today we are going to make brownie baked oatmeal. Brownie baked oatmeal. But remember, the Amber tip and trick is we take recipes and we make them as healthy as possible. So the first thing you're gonna do is, of course, our handy dandy little bowl here. You're gonna want 2 cups of whatever milk you want. You can have a milk alternative, coconut, almond, hemp would be great. I don't have hemp, actually. Hold on, this is where we sing a song. Set a fire in my soul that I can't contain, that I can't control. I want more of you, God. By the way, I actually have the majority of my recipes or ingredients for the recipe right here, but this one I didn't have. So this is just some almond milk. We are going to want 2 cups. I even pulled out measuring cups and spoons. Friends, I'm pretty much pro now that it's, take 2. Anyways, not really. This is me joking. If we don't know each other yet, highly sarcastic, like to have fun. 2 cups. Here we go. We're gonna do our liquids first. That's 1. Ooh, are you guys checking out this positioning right now? Like, you can actually see the bowl. You can actually see that I'm doing something. I'm not even faking it right now. Nope, I'm not. I'm actually doing the thing. 2 cups, almond milk. All right, then we need, now, okay, Amber tip and trick. You ready for this? It calls for a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. Why? You do not need that much. You don't. And you're gonna see the rest of the ingredients here shortly, which again are amberfied, which means healthy and nutritious to the best of our ability. And I will just say my kids love this recipe, but I'm trying to set my family up for success over the next 2 days. I really am not home all Wednesday. I leave at like 7:30 in the morning and I don't get home until like 9 p.m. It's crazy. And then on Thursdays, I leave at 7:30 a.m. Mind you, I take my kids to school. Then I do my lives at 8, right? So if you want to join me in the morning, I'm in my car and who knows what we'll talk about. Holy Spirit always leads us somewhere. And then on Thursday, after I do my live at 8, I have an office day and get off around 5. Hold on, I've got to grab the maple syrup. But listen, here's the Amber tip and trick. Hang tight. Set a fire. Uh-oh. Did my mother-in-law take the maple syrup? Come on now. By the way, I'm really joking. If you think that I don't get along with my mother-in-law, I'm really just joking. It's just funny because when she's here, I keep getting texts like, hey, we're out of this. So I thought she took my maple syrup. Okay, maple syrup. So this is just from Costco, all right? But the recipe calls for a half cup. I think that's ridiculous. I don't think that's needed. So I'm actually going to make it a 1/3 cup, which might not seem drastic. You can obviously make it less, but I'll tell you why. Our next ingredient is actually going to be a peanut butter, an almond butter, a cashew butter, whatever you choose. And the recipe calls for a 1/3 cup of peanut butter. So my thought is, why not just do a 1/3 cup of the maple syrup? By the way, check your maple syrup just like your honey. Because friends, I'm telling you, there's so much yuck added into stuff. This is an actual, just the ingredient is maple syrup. And by the way, there is a certain grade that you want, okay? So like anything, quality matters, pursue pure. That's what I tried to say. Okay, so here's my 1/3 cup. And actually, I should have thought this through, but who thinks through when you're doing something new? Not me. Not me at all. Because, well, I'm just trying to figure out life here with all y'all's demands. Just kidding, kind of. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and scrape some, man, this is just a real mess. Now, normally I think I would use almond butter, but I'm actually just ready to get rid of this. Like, this is almost gone. It's just an organic peanut butter from Thrive. By the way, do you shop at Thrive? It is something that you can purchase via an app or online. Man, this is not going to come out, y'all. And it ships right to your door. And when my family was wheat-free, not gluten-free, gluten-free is actually more restrictive. When my family was wheat-free, friends, this spatula is worthless. Somebody go ahead and ship me a spatula that is actually going to help me, because this one is normally my favorite, and it is worthless. So I'm going to get in there with a knife. Don't get it. I'm gonna say, listen, here's the thing. If it's not listening to you, you gotta tell it who's the boss. And that's me today, y'all, because ain't nobody else here. That's me. All right, here we go. Let's see how much this is. I don't even know. And I'm probably gonna make a mess, and Gina's gonna throw a fit. And we're just gonna say, Gina, oh, splashing everywhere. Nope, that's not enough. We need more. Who likes peanut butter and chocolate? By the way, did y'all see what I posted yesterday? Everybody blames this season on the flu, but what we gotta recognize is we're eating junk constantly. And then you know what? The new year comes and you're like, I think I wanna lose weight. How about starting that right now? How about putting in some discipline? How about cooking with some good life-giving ingredients? How about putting in some intermittent fasting and disciplines of that nature? And go ahead now. Am I too sassy on a Tuesday? See, what I've come to learn is I really am loving Mondays. We have our Zoom last night. It was super. Oh, this is going to be too much. Look, I filled the 1/3. Whoa, maybe it's perfect. All right, we're going to go with that. So since I did the maple syrup first, it actually came out really beautifully. Do you see that? Whereas normally a peanut butter is going to stick. It's going to stick. It's going to be a mess. Not today. All right. I don't remember what I was talking about. It doesn't matter. If you'd like to put it in the comments, we can talk. Gotcha, girl! Help! No, I do not want to set a fire. Thank you for your comments. No, ma'am. Yes, Diana, girl, I see you. You are here. Okay, focus, Amber. After that, we have, let me mix this actually, because the peanut butter or almond butter or cashew butter or whatever you choose, it's totally whatever suits your fancy, okay? If you're just joining us, hey, Becca, stay on because I'm gonna address the question that you asked me. So you're not the only one, which is why I wanted to make sure I addressed it live. So stay on if you can. By the way, friends, if you are interested in learning more about milling your own wheat berries, the nutrients that come jam-packed into that, how our foods are so deficient these days, how your foods that you're purchasing, most of them are, dare I say, killing you, and you want to change that, Saturday, November 18th, I wanted to make sure I said this, is actually a class to learn more. Now, I have to travel about an hour and a half to get there. So I say, if you're within 90 minutes, maybe even 2 hours, come join me. Let's sit together. It'll be real fun. But here's what's amazing. Not only do you get to learn, you get to taste all day long. So do not come having had breakfast. Just come and recognize that they are not only going to show you and explain to you. It's at Breadbeckers, which I believe is Woodstock, Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. You guys, this is not mixing. This peanut butter is sassy and it's in big old clumps and it's going to be fun. Everything's fine. So anyways, if you want to do that, November 18th, check your calendar. You'll need a link. So message me for the link. I think it's $20, but honestly, you get fed for like 4 to 5 hours. Now, you won't roly-poly out of there. It's like little bites of this, little bites of that, little nibbles of this, little nibbles of that. So good. So I've been once, and I wasn't sure I was going to go this time, but I think I'm going to. So should we? Should we go? Let me know. All right. Now, we are making a brownie baked oatmeal, if you're just joining us, the Amber way, okay? So we need 2 cups of oats. Now, you can choose your oats. How about some power-packed nutrient sprouted, organic sprouted, okay? Now, none of that like instant Quaker, stuff like that. So 2 cups. Don't you just love you can see the bowl? I think it's so good. You want to go, Rebecca? Have you been before? I've been one time, loved it. And by the way, the chick who does it, what is her name? I think her name might be Sue. She's a hoot. She is a hoot. If you like people who are funny in kitchens, I think you're really gonna like the class. All right, 2 cups of rolled oats. Okay, tune in. Here is an Amber tip and trick. Are you ready? This recipe calls for 1/4 cocoa. Why would I use cocoa when I can use cacao? I already have my maple syrup. I already lessened that a bit, but why would I use cocoa when I can use an antioxidant-rich cacao powder? So instead of using the cocoa, I do 1/4 cup of cacao. So here's should we preheat our oven? Okay, all right, what is it? 350. Okay, Gina, you got some work, sister. You ready? Oh no, did I have a burner on? Friends. All right, I think I'm okay. But listen, Gina just kind of does her own thing, really. All right, here we go. We are going to turn it to 350. And remember, push start. She sings. All right, so 1/4 of cacao, not cocoa. Why use cocoa when you can use cacao? Truly, not only I think it's about the flavor, I think it's just about the color. Like if you have something called brownie baked oatmeal, you kind of want it to look like brownies, right? Cacao will do that, and it is just incredible. And look, benefits of our organic cacao powder, a 1-on-1 swap for regular baking cocoa. Well, thank you. I didn't even have to read that on the back, but I'm so glad I know that tip and trick, and now you do too. Did you know that before? Or is it brand new? Let me know. Okay, next, it calls for 1 tablespoon of flax meal or flaxseed. I'm not sure which one, but I actually don't have that on hand. So because I want to put something in there, I'm actually going to do chia seeds. Chia seeds will not change the taste, not change the flavor, but again, it will give you some good heart health. Because if you're gonna love your food, you might as well have it feed your body. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of this, and honestly, I could do as much as I wanted. It's not even gonna show. Because I can. All right, very good. And then we need a teaspoon of baking powder. Now again, I confessed this last time. I'm trying to look for some non-aluminum, but my source is out, so here we are. 1 teaspoon baking powder. All right, now I know I've missed an ingredient, so let me look down my list. Let me look. Yes, cacao. Never been. Okay, we love cacao and we've never been to the cooking class. Well, if you want to join me, she is going to bake and cook and make you laugh, and it's amazing. So it's Saturday, November 18th, if you're anywhere near Woodstock. And we'll just have like the funnest, what am I trying to say, like group at the class. Because if we all sit together, you can't help but have some fun. All right, now I got my almond milk, I got my maple syrup, I got my peanut butter. Ooh, I need a teaspoon of vanilla. Teaspoon vanilla. What are you guys up to today? It's a Tuesday. I started to tell you that I'm loving Mondays because of our Monday night Zooms. And then Tuesdays apparently is our new cooking show. And then Tuesday night, I have class with Dr. Roberts and Caneo. So it just does not get much better than Monday and Tuesdays. How many people do you know that live for Mondays and Tuesdays? I mean, why not? Everybody keeps talking about living for Fridays, but that just means they're wasting away their week. And if you're wasting away your week, maybe we should chat so you can do something you love, do something you actually enjoy. All right, I'm just mixing this up. So I've got my almond milk, I've got my maple syrup, I've got my peanut butter or almond butter or cashew butter. You do whatever you want. Vanilla, which I just put in. I've got my oats sprouted. I've got my cacao, not cocoa. I've got my chia because I'm out of flax. I've got baking powder. Ooh, a pinch of salt. Now, last week we talked about Redmond's salt, which is the best. But I'm just going to do a little pinch of Himalayan salt. So if you don't have Redmond's, Himalayan is my next choice of preference. All right. See, I feel like I'm so set up this time. You're not getting as many songs. It's not, as these clumps are going to drive me. How do y'all fix your clumps? Tell me in the comments how you get rid of your clumps, because I need some lessons. Oh, by the way, let me just say, I never claimed to be a professional, and I was already getting corrected from a last live, and I don't mind that because I'm learning too. And apparently, when making buttermilk, I had a cup of milk and a tablespoon of vinegar. And I just bloop, bloop into the recipe, right? And so I was sweetly informed that you're actually supposed to combine them and let them sit for like 10 minutes. I've never done that. And I've made buttermilk in quite a few recipes. So, just in case I steered you wrong, there you go. All right, use a whisk. Thank you. I will grab that now. All right, we're whisking and we're preheating. And don't worry, we're not gonna, I think these cook for 40 minutes. So I'll have to put a photo in the comments, but I do wanna talk to you right after I pop them in, if you are able to stay on. Again, we're making brownie baked oatmeal. Where are you tuning in from? I already told you, I'm in Gainesville, technically. I really am in the woods. There's nothing really around me. 20 minutes from any city, if you will. 20 minutes from a store. That's real new to me. In Washington, I'm telling you, if we were out of something, well, by golly, we just jumped in the car and 2 minutes later, we were at what we call Fred Meyer on the West Coast, but Kroger. All right, I'm whisking. Oh, you guys, I was gonna try something new. So I've made this recipe before, but you know what I wanna add and see? And if it ruins it, well, what did I forget last time? And I was like, if it's ruined, oh well. Anyways, this is doTERRA's protein and it's flavored in chocolate. So I'm always trying to keep these kids full. It is 22 grams of protein. It's whey, pastured from, or pasture-fed cows. Gluten-free, naturally sweetened, supports muscle growth. Oh, well, okay. And satisfies hunger. And that's what I was gonna get to. With these 4 children, I just am really trying to keep them fed all day. So I thought, you know what? Why not stick in some high quality protein into these bars, which by the way, they're gonna walk home. They don't walk. We live 20 minutes from anything. I highly doubt they walk. They're gonna walk in the door, guarantee it. And they're gonna say, Mom, I want it now. And I'm gonna say, this is your breakfast en la mañana. Desayuno en la mañana, oíste? A little bit of Spanish. Do you speak Spanish? Should we learn? Oh no, Dinah, you know what this means? It means I gotta whisk more. Well, at least I got me a whisk. By the way, behind me right there, see that shiny silver thing? My husband washed that this morning, so I thought, well, I guess since it's clean, I'll do the recipe in it. Not that he knows anything. He's out in the woods, he's hunting. He's living the dream. I'm home alone, which is my dream. Kids are at school, which is their dream. They're so social. My children are so social. Like, if you know them, just say hi to them. They would love to have a conversation with you. They would. They're just so social. All right, friends. I think this is pretty much good. What do you think? Whisk. It has been whisked. Was that noisy and annoying? I don't know. Give me some feedback. I need feedback so I know. Okay, so this is actually a brownie pan. And since these are baked brownies, I suppose we'll use it. I have a mess in front of me. I hate that. I hate that. Okay, just a minute. By the way, I went to do something about a boat. It's the best cleaner ever. Best cleaner ever, but I got wrecked instead. I started this live out telling y'all how wrecked I've been all day today. He's so good. He's just so good. All right, that's cleanish-ish, right? Take it. Okay, now you can grab coconut paste, you can grab a spray, you can grab whatever you wish. I'm gonna grab the avocado spray, which honestly is just for convenience. Probably the coconut paste is wiser, but you know, can't be perfect. Okay. Oh, friends, I didn't even add, so this recipe calls for chocolate chips. But once again, why would you do chocolate chips when you can do cacao? So at Kroger or Fred Meyer's, they have these. They're mostly cacao. They're very low sugar, and they are amazing. Okay, Gina, we hear you, sister. She done. By the way, did y'all know she's blue inside? She's blue. And she's beautiful, by the way. She's blue. Okay, so it calls for a third chocolate chips. Here's a fourth. And I think what I'll do, that's like what? 4 chips. Anyways, so if you're gonna amplify the things, you're always getting yummies, but your body isn't paying for it. And dare I say your waistline probably isn't either. Just saying. All right, this looks really good. You guys wanna see it? Ooh. I mean, this is baked brownie oatmeal. Brownie baked oatmeal. Okay, now I just pour it into my pan. It calls for a 6x9. I don't know what this one is. Let's go with it. I always do it in this anyways, so just keep same. Why mix it up? By the way, if I would talk less, I would get to eat sooner. And that's really kind of what my stomach is saying is, eat. But one time, oh my goodness, my friend and I were doing a specific fast together. And I was like, girl! And she's like, man does not live on bread alone. And I was like, I know, but I'm hungry. Because how many, your flesh talks to you. It likes to let you know that it would appreciate some grub. Yes, oh friends, this looks so pretty. Yes! Don't you just love when something looks so nice? I just love it. I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm just feeling really ambitious, is sprinkle a couple of the, my hands are dirty. I don't like dirty hands. I mean, barely, but ugh. Okay, so I am going to sprinkle a couple of these cacao chips on top, just because it's pretty. Not very many, but like, are you mad at me, Gina? Gina's mad because I've hardly said her name this time. She's like, hey, remember me? Remember me? I was included in your first show and you barely recognized me. And I'm like, Gina, listen, you've got one job. It's called cook the food. All right, we're popping this in and then I'm gonna attack some of y'all's questions. So this goes in for 40 minutes at 350. And boy, it looks, I don't think you can see it. Brownie baked oatmeal. All right, let me set a timer before I forget. Not clock, cook time. Cook time 40. 4, start. Oh, glorious. Okay, I want to attack a couple of your questions, and then I actually think since I have a bowl dirty, I'm not going to keep you on. It'll be 5 years. But I actually think I might make a banana cacao chip muffin. So stay tuned for that. We will maybe have some photos in my stories. I normally do the baking in my stories, but if y'all demand them in the comments below, I'm sure I can make that happen. Okay, I wanted to attack a couple questions. Let me move this since I'm gonna use it again. Let me clean this just because, please, like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. All right, let me just clean. Whistle while you work. By the way, if you know my dad, he was a periodontist. He's retired now. Periodontist just means a specialized dentist, actually in the gingiva or the gums. And he, I kid you not, would whistle while he did periodontal surgery. Whistle. So I get the whistling from my dad. All right, Becca, are you still on? If not, hopefully you'll catch the replay. And other people who have asked. Let's dive into this whole milling of wheat business. But again, if you are anywhere near-ish me, or 90 minutes from I think it's Woodstock, Georgia, then come to the class November 18th. Because I'm telling you, you will learn way more in that time and you'll get to taste the yummies than you would from these little spontaneous rabbit trail lives, okay? So the first thing I want to share with you, and if you know Amy Lyle, she was the one who I blew up with questions, as well as Athena. I'm going to go ahead and blame both of them for getting me hooked on this. So let me go grab the first thing, and then we'll talk about the other things. Just a minute. Whistle while you work. Oh, did you guys hear that? Okay, so this is, what is it called? I think it's called a Wonder Mill, okay? I was advised to get this one. Apparently it's the quietest mill. I wouldn't really call it quiet, but I would call it efficient. I would call it fast. So for example, the wheat berries, which you'll learn, they have the most nutrients within 48 to 72 hours of milling. So you keep the berries whole. In fact, if you look behind me, I have 4 buckets. I have a hard red, a hard white, a soft white, and an Ezekiel mix, which we can get into. But I put anything I want into this mill. I just cleaned. It's okay. It's fine, Amber. Everything's fine. All right. So all you do is you put it right here, and it literally will mill it for you, and then it will go. This is not the attachment. I'll have to, let me just go grab the attachment. By the way, if you can hear me walking, it's because I wear slippers. We have hardwoods and I like slippers. Do you wear slippers? Socks? Shoes? What do you wear at your house? Do you have carpets? Hardwoods? My cat wants in, but I think she's fine. Okay, so this actually attaches, this is the lid, and you want to hear it snap. And then this attaches into here, and here you have your little device, okay, like this. And so you put the whole wheat berries in here, whatever you wish. Now, let me just simplify your life, okay? Hard red is the most nutrient. Remember how we talked about last live? It actually can protect the cells in your body so that if there is yuck going around, which by the way, so much yuck going around, you can actually be protected from it. Now, let's just pause a moment and give God glory. He created your body, incredibly designed, and created you food from the ground, whole wheat berries, not the stuff in the store that has been highly processed, all the things causing inflammation and disease. I am not talking about that. Whole wheat berries that can literally protect your cell so that you can stay healthy. What? Like, what? And by the way, keep walking away. Keep walking away. I keep walking away. I'm just gonna give a little plug for this. This is literally a flu bomb in a capsule. So you've got, it's tiny too. It's just this tiny little pill. Do you see it right there? And I'm telling you, I'm way too low on this and I need to order like a week ago. Just because I make sure during this flu season, which means less sunlight and lots of junk going in people's bodies, you just have your things in order. Gina, don't be cranky. Am I touching you? No, you fine? Okay. So hard red is the most highly nutrient. It also adds a little bit of like a nutty flavor, if you will. Then you have your hard white, okay? Hard white is like what you would, I mean, you can make anything with these things, but like French bread is something that I was constantly cranking out in the beginning with the hard white, okay? Then you have a soft white. Soft white is for like your pastries, your cookies, do you guys want to see a cookie? Oh my goodness. So I have my most favorite thing to break a fast with, which is these cheesy biscuits. They're so good. I have one left. So maybe I should just, end my live now and go take a bite since my stomach is screaming. But these cookies, listen, they have no white death in them. They are nutrient packed. Like, I think y'all might see my stories and be like, how is she not 300 pounds? But two things we got going for us. First of all, did you know I don't have weight to lose. Okay, let's just be honest. But I actually have lost weight. Because if you feed your body to live, not live to eat, you will actually feed it. It will thrive. You will be a weight you should be, okay? Now, with these power packed, I was on the soft white. That's for like your cookies. That's for like your cakes. If you guys have seen my stories, I make a coffee cake that's so yummy. Now, what I like to do, super simple, all right? Super simple. I just do a third, and a third. That way I have a third hard red for the nutrients, the nuttiness, the richness, okay? Then I do a third of the hard white and a third of the soft white, just so you get the texture of yumminess. Okay, so when I get off this live, because I'm not gonna do it, it would be very loud, I'm going to grind my own wheat berries because I use all of my flour within a 48 hour. I mill it and I make it with, you guys, I'm making a mess. I mill it and then I bake it, or I mill it and then maybe I bake it some that day. Hey, Athena. And then maybe the next day, okay? So I use my flour within the 48 hours. Why? Because if the most nutrients are within the first 48 to 72 hours, why would I not want that? So don't mill just to be more time efficient. This is so fast. It's so fast. By the way, whatever setting it's on, I just keep it on. So it's currently on bread. I just keep it on bread. So again, if you know anything about me, I'm just super simple and easy. Okay, so I promise you, this really doesn't take that long. You know it takes so long? These lives take so long. because I know y'all are asking questions and I love it. And I want to help you. All right, so I'm going to get off. Unless you have questions, then pop them in now. But I am going to make a banana cacao chip muffin while these brownie baked oatmeal squares are cooking. And I might go take a bite or eat that biscuit. because everything's bacon. And so, what time is it? 11:30? It's time. It is time. By the way, if you are interested in intermittent fasting, the easiest way to do it, like last night, I think my last bite was around 5:30 or 6, okay? And then you just extend your breakfast window. And breakfast just means break fast, okay? You're just breaking your fast. So right now, it's 11:30. I slept that night, okay? It's not like I'm, spinning around all day. Although I do need to do that also because I've got some things to pray into. All right, it doesn't look like any questions are coming in. I purchased my wheat berries from Breadbeckers, which is also the same place where the class is, which is why I think I'm gonna go back again because I need a couple different things. So I'm gonna do that. I will put my baked brownie oatmeal or brownie baked oatmeal or whatever it's called photo for you in the stories. My ingredients, I should just take a photo for all y'all of just this, this counter. It's a mess. All right, friends, I love your comments. I love your messages. I love you walking up to me. You're so fun. You are the most fun. The most fun. So I wanted to end with some questions that had come in. I'm going to get to cleaning, finish the bacon. Ooh, start the grinding. Start the milling. And make me a yummy, because see all that fruit back there? I mean, I'm hooked up. I could even bite into one of those avocados if I'd ever turn this live off. I could just salt and pepper that avocado and take me a good old bite. It'd be yummy. All right, friends, it's Tuesday. 2 Tuesdays in a row. Now, don't y'all be thinking this is a thing. Ooh, wait, I missed a question. I'll have to think about it. I'll get back to you. It left me. All right, friends, I'm out. Sing a song. It's a sunny day. Have a great day. Enjoy your life. And you know what? Just be happy. And if you're not happy, dance. Blast some music. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn back that live on that I was watching before I started this because I started this live in tears. I'm going to get right back there. I'm going to get right back there because you know what? There's so much happening. If you have not been to Georgia, you got to get your buns here. Like, God is on the move. I'm sure in more places than just here, but I'm telling you, I could direct you to some places. So come on now. We'll high five. We'll say hi. We'll do all the things and, we'll be undone together. I'm pushing the button now. I really am. Like this is me saying goodbye.